Hello everyone, I'm Zombie, and this is honestly a harder video for me to make, but I think that being able to talk about this stuff openly and share my own stories of grief will be helpful to people who need to hear it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this story of me and my grandfather. Usually when people think of a relationship, they imagine laughing, talking, maybe even doing fun activities to bond. Yet, one of the most valuable relationships I've had was silent. My grandfather was a kind old man. Growing up, he and my family had moved across the world what felt like every month since he was a Marine. Being stationed across the country, and even the seas, broadens the horizons of many. My grandfather went from a loud Marine who smoked cigars to a quiet, funny old man with a ridiculous, memorable laugh. With his bright smile, you'd never expect the things he saw. My whole family was loud and extroverted, except for him. Eventually, it became something we bonded over. When I was younger, my father and mother were always working, so I ended up at my grandparents' house almost every day. My cousin's parents were going through a rough patch, which meant they were there with me most of the time as well. While my grandmother and cousins were always yelling during games at the table, me and my grandfather sat on the couch. He was usually reading or playing Candy Crush on his phone. Sometimes when I came home from school, I would ask him to help me with my math homework. I needed help on, quote-unquote. In reality, it was just an excuse for him to sit on the couch with me for a bit longer, before he went to mow the lawn or work in the garage. The couch was dark brown, in an L shape. One area had 2 seats with cup holders between them and reclined. The other side of the couch looked like a simple sofa, no recliners or cup holders. That's how it was for the longest, at least. They would always move the carpet and couches minimum every week. Somehow, it always ended up going back to the L shape. I rarely go to their house now, but every time I do, I always look at the couch shape to see memories of me and him sitting there. My grandfather loved hunting, so a large carpet with deer and cabins on it sat in the middle of the room. That's the only part of the house that truly stayed in the same spot. No matter where we were, if he was there and I needed to brush my hair, no one could do it but him. For some reason in 4th grade, bald people couldn't hurt people who have hair. I have absolutely no clue where that came from. That same couch where he would help me with my work and hang out with me in silence. I'd sit on the ground and let him brush my hair. I would do anything to feel that again. The clock ticking in the background, hearing the swoosh of the brush against my hair, was one of the most calm moments of my life. Our homes were always loud, whether it was fighting between the children or quarreling between the adults, but he never said a word. He showed me that we don't need noise to feel emotion. Everyone always told me how I was expressive as a kid, and now they even congratulate me on speaking in public. It's not that I don't like speaking or it's difficult for me, I just enjoy silence, like he did. But it wasn't all silence together. Eventually, after COVID, I realized I wanted to do more. When I found out my grandfather loved loud music, I started talking to him about it. Now that I was older, I could hold a genuine adult conversation with him. Sometimes we would sit quietly and immerse ourselves in the songs we loved. He inspired me to learn how to play the keyboard and join a rock band. Though my family went to my concerts and was proud of how out there I was being, I knew he was the only one who saw that as a part of me and not just a ploy to get me to be more social. I started playing music just for him in my heart. Eventually, I joined a jazz band to try out, and he told me he was excited to see my next concert. However, that moment never came. He left us earlier than he should have. Turns out he had MS from a station he was at in the military, and had an MS attack. Though they kept resuscitating him, after 6 times we decided to let him go. I know him. Being in that hospital, staying in that bed with head trauma, no, he wouldn't want that. Why would he want to live without the memories of everything he loved? I don't think I've processed it fully, not yet at least, but that's okay. When it's silent, I can feel him with me. When I play music, it feels like he's right there, on that brown couch, in his spot, smiling and listening. My family started bringing up things he would do, acting like he was gone forever. When my grandmother wanted to brush my hair, someone would make a remark like, "You know who used to do that." He's not gone to me, and he's not gone in our memories, so why are we acting like no one can do what he did? We should be doing things in his memory, continuing what he loved to do with us. Was playing music after his death hard for me? Yes, absolutely, but stopping wouldn't make him happy. Why should we change if he's gone? That's what I thought back then, anyway. I think I was just mad everyone wasn't viewing it the same way I did. He was one of the only people who thought the same thing as me in the household. But what would he do? He wouldn't think like that. I calmed myself down, took a breath, and let them keep making remarks. Even if they don't see him the way I did, they can't change my image of him. So I won't try to comment on theirs. He was one of the bravest, peaceful, agreeable people I have ever met. Some saw him as a father, enforcing order in the house. Others a Christian man who baptizes people at our church. Each one is different from the last, a name that changed so many lives and played so many roles. I'm glad to have the honor of carrying his last name into my future.